And once settled on the surface, the dust cleared immediately. And we had an exit, and of course the surface was very fine-grained.
We went through various sequences to prepare us for immediate abort or liftoff if we found that that was necessary.
And after landing, we felt very comfortable in the lunar gravity. It was, in fact, in our view, preferable both to weightlessness and the Earth's gravity.
LMP, bus ties on. Bus ties on. BP, proceed. S2, pre-press complete flight. CDR and LMP, panel 6 and 9, pad com off. Padcom going off. And my Padcom going off. Sure has been a nice smooth countdown, Skip. Thank you, babe. LMP, VHF, increase it a little bit. LMP, copy. Roger, run it out. Okay, and CDR, TDC line. Roger. S1, pre-press. 30 seconds. MC received order light speed. GRR, roger, GRR. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Ignition. Liftoff. Roger, clock. Clock start flight, roger. Struts go, all engines, roger. Clear the tower. Roger, we got a roll program. Flight fighter, go to roll. Roger, active. Flight lane safety is nominal. Roger, RSO. Roll is complete and the pitch is programmed.
Roger, roll, roger, pitch. Stand by for 1 Bravo. Mark, 1 Bravo.
1 Bravo.
Flight lane safety is off in the water.
Roger, RSO.
Roger.
Roger, how you, Booster? We're go flight. Good at 1 minute, Captain.
Apollo 11 Houston, you're good at 1 minute.
Roger. Fido, flight, how you?
Looking good, flight.
GNC?
Looks good, flight.
Ecom?
Looking good, flight.
Roger. Booster, flight, how you?
We're go, flight.
Surgeon?
We're go, flight. Everything's good.
Roger.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie.
Stand by for mode 1, Charlie.
Mark.
Mark, mode 1, Charlie.
Staging status, Booster.
Go.
Fido?
Go.
Guidance? Go. Good for staging, Captain.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, you are go for staging.
Inboard cutoff.
We confirm inboard cutoff.
Confirm inboard. Roger. How you, Ecom?
We're go, flight.
GNC?
We're go, flight.
Roger. Staging. And ignition.
Cut off. Ignition.
Roger.
Trajectory
Ship.
verified.
Roger.
Thrusters go all engines.
Looks good, Captain.
11 Houston, thrusters go, all engines, you're looking good.
Hi, Roger. You're loud and clear, Houston. We got third step.
Roger, we confirm.
Confirm,
Clear
second
step.
plane step.
Roger. Tower's going.
Roger,
Tower's
tower.
going, Fido. Fido, flight, you copy?
Guidance
Initiate flight. Houston, be advised the visual is go today.
This is Houston, Roger out.
Let me know when it converges, guys.
Yeah, they finally gave me a window to look at.
Looks good, flight, converge. Steering converge, Captain.
11 Houston, your guidance is converged, you're looking good.
Kevin, stable at 5-9, flight.
Roger, Kevin.
Roger.
How you, Booster?
We're go, flight.
GNC?
We're go, flight.
Surgeon?
Go, flight.
We're good at 4 minutes, Captain.
11 Houston, you are go at 4 minutes.
Roger. Guidance, flight, how you?
We're in great shape, flight. Go.
Flight, Fido?
Go.
All trajectory sources agree, we're go. Roger.
Lockstep, press flight.
Roger. How you look, Booster? Booster flight.
Go, flight.
Y'all look okay?
That's a firm flight. Looking good.
Ecom flight, how you?
We're looking good, flight.
Good at 5 minutes, Captain.
11 Houston, you are go at 5 minutes.
Roger, Apollo 11's go.
Stand by for S4B.
Stand by to S4B to COI capability.
Okay.
Mark.
Mark, S4B to COI capability.
Roger. You sure sound clear down there, Bruce. I think you're sitting in your living room.
Oh, thank you. You all are coming through beautifully, too.
Booster flight, how you?
We're go, flight.
GNC?
We're go, flight.
Ecom?
Go, flight.
Guidance?
Go, flight. We're go.
Okay.
Flight, Fido, they all look good. We're go.
Roger. go at 6 minutes, starting to give one. So are we.
Roger 11, your go from the ground at 6 minutes.
Flight booster, go. Times 8 plus 17, 9 plus 11. Copy 817, 911. Roger. Gimbal's on. Roger, gimbal.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, level sense arm at 8 plus 17, outboard cutoff at 9 plus 11.
Booster flight, how are you? Go flight. Guidance. Go flight. GNC. Go flight. Decom. Go flight. Good at 7 minutes.
Apollo 11's good, 7 minutes.
11, this is Houston, roger, your go from the ground at 7 minutes, level sense arm at 8 plus 17, outboard cutoff at 9 plus 11.
Roger.
Vital flight. Go ahead, flight. Your RSO line ringing. I see that. I don't get a buzz on it. I'll check it.
Inboard cutoff.
Roger, we confirm.
Confirming the board out. Roger. Guidance flight, how are you? We're go flight. GNC. Go flight. Decom. Go flight. And booster. Go flight. Good at 8 press flight.
Flight, we're right on the ground track.
Roger.
Flight 5, I've got agreement. All sources, we're go.
Roger.
Apollo 11 Houston, you are go at 8 minutes.
Just opening direction.
PU shift. Roger, PU.
Roger, we got PU shift down here too.
Thrusters go flight. Roger.
Yeah, looks like a nice day for us. These thunderstorms downrange is about all.
Okay, booster flight, how are you for staging? We're go for staging flight. Guidance, how are you? Go. Go for staging, Captain.
11, this is Houston, you are go for staging, over.
Stand by for mode 4 capability.
Stand by for mode 4 capability.
Mode 4.
Mark.
Mark, mode 4 capability.
Cut off. Roger.
Staging and ignition.
Ignition confirmed. Thrusters go.
Ignition confirmed, thrusters
Answer
go, 11.
confirmed, flight.
Roger.
Roger, 11, go. Flight 5, all sources agree, we're go.
Roger, guidance, you got a predicted cutoff? Roger, flight, it's settled down at 11 plus 42. You satisfied with that one? You go with it. 11 plus 42. Okay.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, predicted cutoff at 11 plus 42, over.
1142, Rich.
Booster flight, how are you? We're go flight. GNC.
We're go flight.
Decom. Go flight. Guidance, how are you? Go flight. Sergeant. We're go flight. Go at 11, Captain.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are go at 11.
Fido for flight, how you looking? Good. Flight little noise on raw, all sources agree, we'll go.
Okay, stand by for your confirm.
Roger that flight. Flight, we've cleared these coast left. Roger. Cut off.
We are showing 101.4 by 103.6.
Roger, shut down, and we copy 101.4 by 103.6.
Stand by for your Fido.
Flight Fido, we are go.
Confirm go.
Apollo 11, this is Houston. You are confirmed to go for orbit.
Flight guidance unit is go.
Roger.
Standing by for you.
Roger, flight, we have the range station receiver space.
Roger, range station receiver space. Captain.
Flight Fido.
Apollo.
We believe that Mike Collins is now maneuvering the spacecraft in the transposition and docking maneuver, and the antenna patterns aren't too good at the moment. So we have a weak signal strength.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, broadcasting in the blind. Request Omni Bravo. If you read us, request Omni Bravo. Out. Apollo 11, this is Houston, how do you read?
Goldstone still showing weak signal strength.
Apollo 11, this is Houston, how do you read? Over. Apollo 11, this is Houston, do you read? Over. Apollo 11, this is Houston, radio check, over. Apollo 11, this is Houston, radio check, over. Apollo 11, this is Houston, radio check, over. All right. Roger. We're copying you about 5 by 2. Very weak. Can you give us a status report, please?
Roger, we are not. Acquisition with the high gain at this time, I think.
Understand you are using the high gain, over.
Affirmative.
Roger, I read you very loud and clear, Buzz. Mike's pretty weak.
Roger, we've got the high gain locked on now, I believe, auto track and now.
Okay, you're coming in loud and clear, but Mike is just barely readable.
How are you reading, Mike?
Loud and clear now, Mike, and we understand that you are docked.
That's affirmative. Houston, CDR, how do you read distance?
11 CDR, loud and clear, Neil.
Okay.
This is Apollo Control. Apollo 11's velocity now 21,096 feet per second. Distance from Earth 6,649 nautical miles.
Houston, we're ready for LAM ejection. Houston, we are set. We have a cryo press flight.
Roger, copy, cryo press line. Roger 11, we recommend you turn the O2 fans on manually and ensure that the O2 heaters are in the automatic position.
Roger, O2 heaters are on, and we're going to cycle the O2 fans now.
11, this is Houston. We've completed the uplink. The computer is yours.
Center of the Earth is viewed from the spacecraft in the eastern Pacific Ocean. We have not been able to visually pick up the Hawaiian island chain, but we can clearly see the western coast of North America, the United States, the San Joaquin Valley, the High Sierras, Baja California and Mexico down as far as Acapulco and the Yucatan Peninsula, and you can see on through Central America to the northern coast of South America, Venezuela and Colombia. I'm not sure you'll be able to see all that on your screens down there. Roger, I think I've got you on high gain now. Roger. Coming up on 1 minute to ignition.
1 minute to ignition and 13 minutes to landing.
Getting the angles though? I got them in to use them before we go around. Roger, pitch 212, yaw plus 37.
Don't know that we could take the tension if they decide to go around again.
Arm descent.
40 seconds.
Number?
30 seconds.
Current altitude about 46,000 feet, continuing to descend.
I'm just wondering, as Newell Trask is sitting here with us, how the moon looks to him as we're coming over. Do you think that's the right place?
Yes, that looks like the right place.
We should have a countdown now.
Lights on. One, zero, ignition 10%.
Ignition 10%, 10% throttle, I suppose that is. Wally?
Yes, it'll be programmed up as we, as they get closer to the surface. I think you have that data there. Yes. And that's interesting. Maybe we're having a little ionic disturbance from the engine at this point. No problem, just the fact that it might be trouble getting communications through the plume.
Well, it would mean then that we would not have communication with them in this critical 12 minutes. Our animation shows the engine firing. The lunar module is proceeding from right to left on your screen.
I'll leave it in flu. Relay to it. See if they got me now. I got good signal strength in flu. Yeah, you should have me now, Houston. Eagle, we got you now. It's looking good, over. Hey, Eagle, that looks good. Eagle, Houston, everything's looking good here, over.
I think you can hear a little excitement in Charlie Duke's voice.
Eagle, Houston, after yaw around, angle, S-band pitch, -9er, yaw, plus 18. Copy.
Yeah, communications are in really good shape again.
Action things agree very closely. Roger.
Great.
10 minutes to the touchdown. Oh boy. 10 minutes to a landing on the moon.
Rate on. Altitude's a little high.
I think it's been almost 10 years since we've been trying to do this.
Now just
2 minutes, 20 seconds, everything looking good. We show altitude about 47,000 feet. Yeah.
Now in about 4 minutes from now, they will get their first look at the landing area. So far, now, their heads are
getting a
down.
little fluctuation in the AC voltage now. Roger.
They're,
50 meter maybe, yeah.
they are face down, windows
good,
down,
You're still looking good. It's coming up 3 minutes.
their feet forward.
That remark on that AC voltage was a meter possibly. The ground is not concerned with it.
Right.
So good.
They rolled now to the windows up position,
Position check downrange to us to be a little off.
as you just saw. In about 3 minutes now, they get that first look when they pitch up, go into more of an upright position. And they can look forward out their windows toward the landing site. At that point, they'll be about 3.5 miles high, making about 103 miles an hour forward with about 13 8/10 miles to go.
I think it's going to stop.
Seven minutes, 45 seconds to landing.
You're a go to continue at 4 minutes.
Roger, you're a go to you go to continue power descent. You're a go to continue power descent.
That's another major milestone.
Altitude 40,000.
This is a go.
We got data dropout. You're still looking good.
Go, no-go decision at that point. They could abort the landing at that point if there had been a no-go decision. Got about 68 miles to go. Seven minutes left before landing.
Okay, we got good lock on.
They're at about 35,000 feet high now.
LH is minus 2,900.
Roger, we copy.
That's the Earth, right out our front window. Houston, you're looking at our Delta H.
That's affirmative.
Program alarm.
Looking good to us, over.
1202. 1202. Good radar data. Altitude now 33,500 feet.
Hal wasn't too far off.
I suspect that Hal may be just about right by the time Doug Ward relays that to us, so he's probably a few seconds behind.
Yeah.
Roger, we got you. We're going at alarm.
Roger, 230.
6 plus 25, throttle down. 6 plus 25, throttle down.
Roger, copy. 6 plus 25. We're still go, altitude 27,000 feet. Same alarm, and it appears to come up when we have a 1668 up.
Roger, copy.
What's this alarm, Wally?
It's a go case that just
Houston,
apparently
we'll
some
monitor your Delta H.
Beautifully.
function that's coming up on the computer is a
Delta
verb.
H is looking good now. Roger, Delta H is looking good to us.
A verb-noun combination, no problem as I see it.
Throttle on time.
Roger, copy, throttle down.
Throttle down. Better in the simulator.
Right.
They say it's better than the simulator. That's consoling.
Lights and things look real close.
Crowds around this country and all over the world are watching this, listening to these communications.
Altitude now 21,000 feet, still
As
looking
close
very
as
good.
we are. This is the International Arrivals Building, Kennedy Airport, with a big display board there. They see
Velocity
these
down
pictures.
now to 1,200 feet per
You're
second.
looking
This
great
is
to us, Eagle.
Disneyland in California.
Okay, I'm still on flu, so we may tend to lose as we gradually pitch over. Let me try auto again now, see what happens.
Roger.
He's talking about the high gain antenna.
Okay, looks like it's holding.
Roger, we
Oh,
got good
good.
data.
Makes the job easier.
They're down to just 14 miles to go in 4.5 minutes.
7 minutes, 30 seconds into the burn.
4.5 minutes left in this era.
Altitude 16,300 feet.
Oh, boy.
This great the way the communications
Eagle,
is
Houston,
working.
it's descent to fuel to monitor, over.
72. Altitude 13,005. Velocity
Going down
9,100
fast.
feet per second. Made it switch over time, please, Houston.
Roger, stand by. You're looking great at 8 minutes.
Correction on that velocity, now reading 760 feet per second.
It's the P-64.
Good.
760 feet per second
Roger.
on the way down. That's pretty slow for space flying.
It is. It's as slow as man has ever flown in space.
It sure is.
Fido says we're go, altitude 9,200 feet.
8:30, you're looking great.
They're just about
Descent rate 129
approaching
feet per
high
second.
gate.
We copy.
That's the 7,600 foot level. 1.4 miles high when they get down to a speed of 98 miles an hour, and they're just a little under 5 miles from the landing site. At that point, they can pitch forward, get a really good view of the landing site.
You're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes.
At that high gate.
We're now in the approach phase. Everything looking good.
They're inside the high gate.
5,200 feet.
5,200 feet, less than a mile from the moon surface.
Manual attitude control is good. Roger, copy. Altitude 4,200. Houston, you're a go for landing, over.
Oh, great go.
Roger, understand. Go for landing. 3,000 feet. Stop alarm.
3,000 feet. Go to landing, meaning they're on their spot. Huh?
Roger, 1201 alarm. We're go. Same time. We're go. 2,000 feet. 2,000 feet. Into the ag. 47 degrees. Roger. 47 degrees.
Listen to these communications, too. We got this read up.
Eagle looking great. Your go. Altitude 1,600.
Oh, this is...
They've got a good look at their site now. This is the critical time. They're going to hover. They're going to make a decision. Apparently they're...
Roger, 1202. We copy it. 35 degrees. 35 degrees. 750. Coming down to 23. 700 feet, 21 down. 33 degrees.
Oh, the data's coming in beautiful.
100 feet down at 19. 540 feet down at 30. Down at 15. Then 400 feet down at 9. Gate forward. 150 feet down at 4. 30, 6.5 down. They're bagged on horizontal lock. 300 feet down, 3.5. 47 forward. Put up. On 1.5 down. 70. That's a shadow out there. 50 down at 2.5. 19 forward. Altitude, velocity, light. 8.5 down. 20 feet. 15 forward. 11 forward, come down nicely, 200 feet. 4.5 down. 5.5 down. 160, 6.5 down. 5.5 down. 9 forward. Good. 20 feet. 100 feet, 3.5 down. 9 forward. 5%. How many feet? Okay, 75 feet. Guys looking good, down a half. 6 forward. 60 seconds. Lights on. 6. Down 2.5. Forward. Forward. Good. 40 feet down 2.5. Picking up the set. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Straight shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. 20. Down a half. 30 seconds. Forward. Good. Okay. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. ACA at a descent. Mode control both auto, descent engine command override off. Picture, huh?
There's a great deal of contrast in it, and currently it's upside down on our monitor, but we can make out a fair amount of detail.
Okay, would you verify the position, the opening I ought to have on the camera?
Stand by.
There's that foot coming down.
There he is. There's a foot coming down the steps.
Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now.
Neil, we can see you coming. Okay, I just checked getting back up to that first step. It's that isn't collapsed too far, but it's adequate to get back up.
Roger, we copy.
It's a pretty good little jump.
So there's a foot on the moon, stepping down on the moon. If he's testing that first step, he must be stepping down on the moon at this point. 10.
Buzz, this is Houston. F2, 1/160th second for shadow photography on the sequence camera.
Okay. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The LEM footpads are only pressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches, although the surface appears to be very, very fine-grained as you get close to it. It's almost like a powder. Ground mass is very fine.
Boy, look at those pictures. Wow. It's a little shadowy, but he said he expected that in the shadow of the lunar module. Armstrong is on the moon. Neil Armstrong, 38-year-old American, standing on the surface of the moon on this July 20th, 1969.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Guidance reports both navigation systems on Eagle are looking good. Whiskey blanks. Got that answer code? Yep. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Port stage, engine arm ascent, proceed. Shadow, beautiful. 26, 36 feet per second up. 5 for the pitch over. Very smooth. Balance couple off. Very quiet ride. There's that one crater on there. Feet high, 80 feet per second vertical rise. Eagle Houston, request manual start override. Roger. 2,600 feet altitude. Here. Nope. Eagle Houston, 1 minute, you're looking good. Roger. .130 feet vertical rise rate. A little bit of slow wallowing back and forth. Not very much thruster activity. Roger, mighty fine. 700, 150 up, beautiful. 9,000. AAG agrees within a foot per second. Eagle Houston, you're looking good at 2. Ping, zags, and midspin all agree. That's 1,000. 170 up, beautiful, 14,000. And a foot per second again, ags to ping.
Apollo 11. 100 years ago, Jules Verne wrote a book about a voyage to the moon. His spaceship, Columbia, took off from Florida and landed in the Pacific Ocean after completing a trip to the moon. It seems appropriate to us to share with you some of the reflections of the crew as the modern-day Columbia completes its rendezvous with the planet Earth in the same Pacific Ocean tomorrow. First, Mike Collins. Roger, this trip of ours to the moon may have looked to you simple or easy. I'd like to assure you that that has not been the case. The Saturn V rocket, which put us into orbit, is an incredibly complicated piece of machinery, every piece of which works flawlessly. This computer up above my head has a 38,000-word vocabulary, each word of which has been very carefully chosen to be of the utmost value to us, the crew. This switch, which I have in my hand now, has over 300 counterparts in the command module alone of this one single switch design. In addition to that, there are myriad of circuit breakers, levers, rods, and other associated controls. The SFS engine, our large rocket engine, on the aft end of our service module, must have performed flawlessly or we would have been stranded in lunar orbit. The parachutes up above my head must work perfectly tomorrow or we will plummet into the ocean. We have always had confidence that all this equipment will work and work properly, and we continue to have confidence that it will do so for the remainder of the flight. All this is possible only through the blood, sweat, and tears of a number of people, the American workmen who put these pieces of machinery together at the factory. Second, the painstaking work done by the various test teams during the assembly and the retest after assembly. And finally, the people at the Manned Spacecraft Center, both in management, in mission planning, in flight control, and last but not least, in crew training. This operation is somewhat like the periscope of a submarine. All you see is the three of us, but beneath the surface are thousands and thousands of others. And to all those, I would like to say thank you very much.
This is Houston. We're getting a good picture of buzz now, but no voice modulation. And would you open up the f-stop on the TV camera? Try 822, please. That appears to be a lot better now. We're still not receiving buzz's audio.
Good evening. I'd like to discuss with you a few of the more symbolic aspects of the flight of our mission Apollo 11. As we've been discussing the events that have taken place in the past 2 or 3 days here on board our spacecraft, we've come to the conclusion that this has been far more than 3 men on a voyage to the moon. More still than the efforts of a government and industry team. More even than the efforts of one nation. We feel that this stands as a symbol of the insatiable curiosity of all mankind to explore the unknown. Neil's statement the other day upon first setting foot on the surface of the moon, this is a small step for a man, but a great leap for mankind, I believe sums up these feelings very nicely.
We accepted the challenge of going to the moon. The acceptance of this challenge was inevitable. The relative ease with which we carried out our mission, I believe, is a tribute to the timeliness of that acceptance. Today, I feel we're fully capable of accepting expanded roles in the exploration of space. In retrospect, we have all been particularly pleased with the call signs that we very laboriously chose for our spacecraft, Columbia and Eagle. We've been particularly pleased with the emblem of our flight, depicting the U.S. Eagle, bringing the universal symbol of peace from the Earth, from the planet Earth, to the moon, that symbol being the olive branch. It was our overall crew choice to deposit a replica of this symbol on the moon. Personally, in reflecting the events of the past several days, a verse from the Psalms comes to mind to me. When I consider the heavens, the work of thy fingers, the moon and the stars which thou hast ordained, what is man that thou art mindful of him? The responsibility for this flight lies first with history and with the giants of science who have preceded this effort. Next to the American people, who have, through their will, indicated their desire. Next to 4 administrations and their Congresses for implementing that will. And then to the agency and industry teams that built our spacecraft. The Saturn, the Columbia, the Eagle, and the little EMU, the spacesuit and backpack that was our small spacecraft out on the lunar surface. We'd like to give a special thanks to all those Americans who built those spacecraft, who did the construction, the design, the test, and put their heart and all their abilities into those craft. To those people, tonight we give a special thank you. And to all the other people that are listening and watching tonight, God bless you. Good night from Apollo 11.
Its hazards are hostile to us all. Its conquest deserves the best of all mankind, and its opportunity for peaceful cooperation may never come again. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? Why does Rice play Texas? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things, not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal will serve to organize and measure the best of our energies and skills. Because that challenge is one that we're willing to accept, one we are unwilling to postpone, and one we intend to win, and the others too. It is for these reasons that I regard the decision last year to shift our efforts in space from low to high gear as among the most important decisions that will be made during my incumbency in the office of the presidency. In the last 24 hours, we have seen facilities now being created for the greatest and most complex exploration in man's history. We have felt the ground shake and the air shattered by the testing of a Saturn C-1 booster rocket, many times as powerful as the Atlas which launched John Glenn, generating power equivalents to 10,000 automobiles with their accelerator on the floor. We have seen the site where 5 F-1 rocket engines, each one as powerful as all 8 engines of the Saturn combined, will be clustered together to make the advanced Saturn missile, assembled in a new building to be built at Cape Canaveral, as tall as a 48-story structure, as wide as a city block, and as long as 2 lengths of this field. Within these last 19 months, at least 45 satellites have circled the Earth. Some 40 of them were made in the United States of America, and they were far more sophisticated and supplied far more knowledge to the people of the world than those of the Soviet Union. The Mariner spacecraft now on its way to Venus is the most intricate instrument in the history of space science. The accuracy of that shot is comparable to firing a missile from Cape Canaveral and dropping it in this stadium between the 40-yard lines. Transit satellites are helping our ships at sea to steer a safer course. Tireless satellites have given us unprecedented warnings of hurricanes and storms, and will do the same for forest fires and icebergs.